Hey guys, as you might know, I'm Lumiki Cosplay and I got the awesome opportunity to test a possible new product for Tilge Supply and FlexiPaint. You can see it here, it's Stick-It, and as you might guess from the name, it's glue. So when they asked people in the group if they wanted to try a new low odor glue, I was really interested and said I wanted to try it, and it arrived yesterday. And I was actually a bit surprised because I thought it was only for foam. But then I read this sheet of information I got with it, and it said it's water-based, skin-safe and strong. So you are able to glue stuff to your skin with it. So I will test it with my eyebrow from my Alex Strasser cosplay and with this ear I had. And also it came with 2 pieces of foam which were already pre-glued, and they put wax paper over it, and you could just stick it, remove the wax paper, stick it together and test it. The problem with this is that I already made a video while trying it, but the audio was too low so you couldn't hear me. So I already tested it, but I can show you a bit. You see, after I glued it, here is the rest of the glue on it, and I tried pulling it apart, ripping it apart, and what I succeeded in doing is, as you can see here and here, I ripped off the foam. So it holds off kind of strong. I will actually try to stick it together again and see how it works. And I also took some pieces of my own foam I had here, some rest pieces, and pre-glued them. So I think I will start now with gluing my ears and the eyebrow to it. So I just open it and I'm going to apply it with the glue to my ear and the fake ear and the eyebrow with the brush, because I feel that it's easier. So I will just use the mirror to see myself better, so if I look a bit down, don't wonder, it's just because I want to look at the mirror. And also I have to remove my glasses, so I'm struggling a bit with seeing all so good. So I will start with applying some glue on my eyebrow and my ear, and then I will apply to the fake eyebrow and the fake ear and let it dry a bit. Not gluing my hair to my ear, that would be bad. So applied it to my skin, and now I will take the eyebrow, apply a bit to it. So also apply to this eyebrow. And now the last part, the ear, I will apply a thin layer on the outer edge where I want to stick it to my skin, and then let it dry for a short moment. So now everything is covered, and we'll set it to the side and put my brush here. So I will try gluing the foam I ripped apart. I will try gluing it back together, and actually I could also try the edges where I ripped it off to glue it back together, but I will maybe try that later. So now I'm putting it on my table and pressing down to get it to stick together again and see how that works. So I think because I already ripped it apart and patted some of the glue, it isn't sticking as good as before, but it's still sticking. And I will just bend it a bit and look, then take it straight, then make it back straight. So it's still together. I can, with a bit of force, rip it apart again, but it's not as easy, so I think it sticks kind of good on foam. I will wait a short moment. I feel it's not dry enough on my foam piece I have here, so I'll let it dry a little bit more. But I can tell you a bit about, or talk about, why I test this product. So some of you might have the problem that when working with foam and gluing it with contact cement, you have a lot of fumes that are smelling really bad and you get a headache, you get dizzy, and even though you might have a window that you can open, it's sometimes not enough. And that was why I was really interested in testing this low odor glue, and it might be something for people that are struggling with working in small rooms with not enough ventilation, and or people that are really sensitive with their nose and the smallest fumes can make them feel really bad. And what is important for me to say, I think, is that FlexiPaint or Tigger Supplies tell you that is not intended to be a replacement, but an alternative. So you shouldn't really just throw all your contact cement out of the window, but maybe have both and choose what is better for your situation. So I think my ear is dry enough now. It's really sticky, so don't touch it, otherwise you will glue it to your finger. So I will try to get it over my ear and get it to glue to my ear, stick to my ear. So I have to wash out a bit because I have a bit of glue on my fingers, and so I glue my fingers to my ear too, instead of gluing the ear to my ear. So it's on, and I will come a bit nearer. I think it glues pretty good. It really sticks to my face. It feels good. It's not like this, if I move my ear or do something like this, it's not hurting or feeling like the glue is breaking and not holding good anymore. I would just play a bit around with the ear, play around with the ear a bit, so you can see what you can do. Like, as you can see, I can pull on it and it still sticks to my face or my ear, and I think it holds pretty good. So now comes the funny part, the eyebrow. So hopefully I won't stick my finger to my eyebrow, so therefore I need my mirror to see where my eyebrow starts. So just press it on and it's on your face, and this way it won't fall off. So let's make some funny faces and see whether it will fall off or do something. I have really struggles with moving my forehead, which is kind of funny because I'm not using anything to get it straight, but in photo shoots with me you will see that I have struggles with it. Yes, that holds pretty good. Let's do some. That also holds. It sticks pretty good. I think it will survive convention day. So with sticking stuff to your skin, I think it's really, really good. I can also pull a bit here and you see it still sticks, it stays up. It works really good. So now let's talk about how to remove it from your face. So the information sheet said you can use makeup remover, baby oil or baby wipes. I just use some cheap makeup removal wipes from the local drugstore. And let's try to remove the glue from my face. So first I will start with taking my eyebrow off. Pretty easy, and none of my own eyebrows are glued onto here, so they are still on my face. That's nice. So I just wipe my eyebrow with this. And it removes kind of good. It's still a bit sticky, but if you maybe take a bit baby oil, I think it will even go easier. But I'm not really like using oil near my eyes because they are so sensitive and will get red and I will look horrible if I try it. But I can say you can also remove it with a normal makeup wipe and sometimes, so I still have a bit in, but I won't bore you with just trying to get all out of my eyebrows because that will take like some more minutes. So to just let me remove my ear. Okay, I won't do it like that. I will be careful. That was really easy, so it didn't hurt and it just was really fast. I really like that. So my ear is also really sticky, but I will also remove that later. I can just tell you it works with a makeup wipe, but you might need some time for that. So let's have a look whether my pieces I put glue on, I think they are dry enough. You can see them here. So I will just stick them together, press them together with a lot of pressure, and then we will see what happens. So I'm pressing the edges together. They are not lining up, but still I want the edges to be really strong together. So as before, I will just bend it a bit and then put it back straight. So I can't see any strain here, which is good. But let's test a bit. If I want to remove the pieces, I really think I need some force. Like, I can do it better here because I can just take the longer piece. And here's also no glue on the lower part, so it doesn't really stick here. But if I try the upper side, that really takes force to remove it. So I think that especially if you're making big parts as a base, that you maybe layer together the foam. Like with my Carrigan gun for the main body, I used 4 layers of 10mm foam and just glued them together. So I think therefore this glue is really awesome. I'm not sure about little details, as in the letter or the sheet of paper they said it's more for the big parts and not the little details. I might test that on my next cosplay and then make some small video Instagram story parts of it and just put it in my highlights if I do some kind of review to that. But all in all, I really like the Stick-It, especially for gluing stuff to my skin. That was really nice, and I'm kind of a noob working with spirit gum, so I will definitely use Stick-It instead of spirit gum. I can also say that my skin, which is really sensitive, has no problems with it, so it didn't turn red, there was no itching, and it still feels really good. So with my initial thoughts on it are that I really like it. I will recommend it if they decide to bring it out, and I was happy to test it, and I will do some additional testing over the time and tell you about it. And thank you for watching, and hope you liked it.